So, everyone's talking about Valve right now, and honestly, for good reason. Their new hardware lineup might be the biggest shift we've seen from the company in years. And the device that caught my eye the most? The Steam Machine. So today I want to break down 5 ways this little box might seriously impact the gaming industry. Just in case you missed it, here's a quick recap of what Valve announced. A new Steam controller, which is basically a Steam Deck without a screen. A new Steam Machine, which is incredibly small and will be 6 times the performance of the Steam Deck. And a new VR headset called Steam Frame, which has a high-end Snapdragon chip, will be focused on streaming but will also handle some games with a translation tool called Fax, similar to what Proton does on SteamOS, and it will also run SteamOS, of course. So we have already seen a Steam controller, a Steam Machine, and a VR headset being released by Valve in the past. That being said, I don't see these new devices as iterations. They are a complete reimagination of their previous versions. Valve is literally applying all the knowledge they acquired in the past. I think the Steam Deck was a proof of how Valve is mature now in both software and hardware, and how they are capable of making smart and customer-centric decisions. Now, I'm really excited for the Steam Machine in particular, and I think it will have very positive impacts in the industry. So let's talk about them now. Some people are calling the Steam Machine weak because of its VRAM or its PS5 level performance, but honestly, for most gamers, that's more than enough, and Valve knows that. According to Valve, the Steam Machine is equal to or better than 70% of what people have at home.
Another thing that we actually looked at is like just the Steam hardware survey. So basically that just gives us a good benchmark of where people's home devices are at in terms of performance. And the Steam Machine is equal or better than 70% of what people have at home.
Yeah. That exposes a lot of what Valve is trying to achieve for this device, which is similar to what they did with the Steam Deck. They are aiming for affordability while making the machine powerful enough to run any game in your Steam library. I have a Steam Deck and a quite powerful laptop with an RTX 4060, but 90% of the time I'll be playing on the Steam Deck. It's so easy to just grab it and play. The sleep mode works flawlessly and allows me to quickly jump back into the game, and there are no permission prompts or Windows updates to stress me out. SteamOS is currently the best operating system for gaming, that's undeniable. Although you can't run games like Call of Duty or Battlefield, its console-like experience and its native integration with Steam makes me keep coming back and forget about those multiplayer games. That's why I think the Steam Machine will finally establish a standard in the industry that will expose that most of us gamers are putting affordability and user experience above raw power. And that leads us to impact number 2. The Steam Deck is 3 years old at this point, and it's already showing its age in the most recent games, but still, it remains one of the most loved handhelds in the market, worthy of the common saying, "Dude, just get a Steam Deck." That popularity led developers to optimize their games to give them the Steam Deck verified status, of course, with a little help from Valve by exposing the Steam Deck API. That very same thing will certainly happen with the Steam Machine. I think developers will aim at the Steam Machine as an optimization target, and they will have more room to work since it is a more powerful hardware than the Steam Deck. We'll certainly see Steam Machine presets and Steam Machine verified seals on games. That will be easy to do because, like with the Steam Deck, developers will know the exact hardware they're dealing with. That's what Valve is aiming for. They want developers to optimize their games instead of making players buy more expensive hardware. And I really think the Steam Machine will set that standard for the industry, and that could even impact on next Xbox and Sony consoles. The Steam Deck forced developers to optimize. The Steam Machine will force them to prioritize optimization. There's a lot of speculation about the price of the Steam Machine. Some are guessing it will be between $600 and $700, and some are guessing even $1,000. But the thing is, Valve has a history of surprising us with pricing. The Steam Deck was proof. When the deck was released in 2022, it was the cheapest PC handheld out there and had a very competitive performance level. So if Valve aims for mass adoption again, expect something that undercuts the competition. Regarding gaming catalog subscriptions, the major ones we have available for PC today are Xbox Game Pass, Ubisoft Plus, EA Play, and GTA Plus, right? The only one that doesn't have an integration with Steam is Game Pass. And honestly, Microsoft wants their services everywhere. Would it be crazy to think that they could partner with Valve to make Game Pass available on Steam? I don't think so. If Valve opens the door, Game Pass on SteamOS isn't just possible, it's strategic for both companies. We know that SteamOS cannot run some multiplayer games because of anti-cheat software, but we also know that some games do work, like The Finals, Arc Raiders, Rematch, Rocket League, and etc. The issue isn't Linux. The issue is anti-cheats that rely on invasive system-level access. And if the Steam Machine becomes mainstream, developers will finally have a strong incentive to fix that. Well, those are the 5 impacts I think the Steam Machine could have on the gaming industry. I might be a little optimistic on some of them, but honestly, I trust Valve to make smart decisions. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching, see you next time, and stay chill.